They're just pulling so many bodies out of that Hooters. I don't know if people are dead. I don't know if they're just injured. They just keep on pulling them out, though.
Here comes another ambulance.
There's already been at least 6 ambulances that have left this Hooters.
There goes one. They said that somebody's running.
Oh yeah, I thought it was a police chase. I thought they were chasing after somebody. They're dispersing all those people. They had them all together, but now they're all walking around.
We just saw that team that was moving, that tactical team that kind of moved in.
I want to let people know that whenever there is a situation like this,
so we hid behind a building, and then we saw people coming out of Mandalay Bay, and then we saw police officers running across the street into Mandalay Bay, and we just hid behind.
Hopefully, whoever did it, they fucking killed this little bitch.
We're trying to watch.
So that fucker was pent up in Mandalay Bay.
Behind the building here.
And you can see too, the Metro helicopter.
He was shooting from Mandalay Bay into the crowd at the concert.
That's what they say. Well, what about Hooters?
I would say 10-15 minutes, and now that helicopter
Can't shoot Hooters from Mandalay Bay.
out here, going around this block.
And something definitely happened in there.
And police
They got people
just keep
sitting
moving
there.
people
I'm guessing they're
down here.
giving
We're
statements
trying
or
to figure
something.
out still what is going on, and many people are actually not moved very far from Mandalay Bay at this point. There are some people standing outside here, waiting to see what exactly is happening out here. We'll keep talking to people and see what else we can uncover as we're out here. Reporting live, Christy Wilcox.
What do they got on the ground there? What are they doing?
thank you once again for the update. Stay safe.
They put like mats out.
I want to let people know that whenever there is a situation like this, a mass potential casualty situation, and we essentially have the majority of our police force involved in this, it's very difficult.
Is that hazmat?
Information, because the information is very fluid.
Is that a hazmat truck?
We are getting many phone calls to our newsroom right now. I mean, my personal phone is just going crazy. People are asking for information.
Yeah, it says a music festival, but they're doing something at this Hooters. They pulled plenty of people out of Hooters, and that's like 2 blocks away from the festival. So
now, my police sources are telling me that essentially what has happened is there has
maybe
been
there's 2. Had to have been 2.
2 suspects confirmed, many victims, and my police source tells me, in fact, that there are several fatalities, confirmed deaths near the main stage being the stage where the Route 91 Harvest Festival concert was taking place, directly across the street, across the boulevard there from Mandalay Bay. Multiple gunshot victims. There was immediate panic, as you might imagine. People were running in all directions, including out onto the tarmac, which the airport is right there. You know, they have those private jet hangars, and now those crowds are now being ushered into a specific area away from the Mandalay Bay Hotel. That is where the shooters are believed to be staged. The 2 suspects, possibly more. And Metro is on the scene.
If there's 2 in Mandalay Bay, then there's 3 because
in the process of clearing the floor.
Someone was at Hooters doing something.
That entire section of the strip is now blocked.
There goes our gun range.
People have been evacuated from there. Several properties, strip properties, are on lockdown, and parts of the roads are blocked as well. We're showing you live pictures here. You can see Metro officers.
These fucking idiots were letting anybody in. I would have been like, room key.
Of officers headed, we believe.
I don't give a shit if you're panicked. Room key.
But they have been deployed in massive.
I'm just glad we got here, dude. I did not want to be out there. That's for damn sure.
You're right. They had a runner.
Nathan O'Neill is standing there. Nathan, you've been talking with.
They said that somebody's running.
Who have been evacuated.
Oh yeah, I thought it was a police chase. I thought they were chasing after somebody. They're dispersing all those people. They had them all together, but now they're all walking around.
We just saw that team that was moving, that tactical team that kind of moved in.
Look,
very serious situation.
tactical team just moved in.
Standing here, he's visiting from Australia. You were in the Mandalay Bay earlier. Tell me what you saw, what you heard.
You know how long it's going to take to clear every room?
Running into the lift bay, 31 lift bay. They were going up, they were coming down, they were going this way, that way.
Mandalay Bay is right there.
The shooters, once she was up there, still been told by police.
It's a big yellow building. They say that's where the shootings happen, but there's... Look at all those fucking ambulances over at the Hooters.
Did you hear anything?
Yeah, a lot of people heard gunshots. But the initial gunshots were apparently like a machine gun fire.
So it was like a rapid fire.
They got a helicopter flying around the Mandalay Bay.
What was your reaction when you heard all that?
We knew it was chaos and mayhem. These people running out of everywhere, and they were really, the police were really unaware of where the ground person was. They would go this way, that way, there's SWAT everywhere. We were tucked away, about 12 of us, in a little, like a car park thing, and then it was like the SWAT came and said, hands up, this way we're unarmed, we were ushered out this way.
You said that you described to me that you were running from Mandalay Bay for like the last hour. Why do you feel like you were running? I mean, where do you...
You know, we're shooteries. You know, the police were wanting to tell us to go. We know tell us to go that way. So we knew they were confused like we were, and we just wanted to stay close to them. Then this one SWAT car, they ushered us out, and they said go that way, and we come this way. We feel like I said, there's a lot of police here.
And then we started running. Yeah.
Like full on sprinting
Or running. And, you know, carrying bags and helping people. And we stuck with about, I don't know, 12, 14 of us that we all stuck together. A couple of big boys, bigger than, you know, like big boys, and we thought, well, we'd have a choice if we stick together.
What went through your head, I mean, when you heard shooter?
I'm from Australia, we don't cop this sort of stuff in Australia that much, but you just try and keep as many people safe, I suppose, if you run what people tell you.
So are you guys staying at the Mandalay Bay?
Yeah. We had conferences there tomorrow and today and the next day.
Did you see anybody that was injured or hurt?
No, apparently all the Twitter reports is that the shooters were shooting at the concert across the hall.
Well, thankfully you guys are okay. Hopefully everybody can keep safe out here. Okay, it looks like we have some movement here. They're kind of expanding the perimeter here. Police are telling everybody to move further south, so we're going to do that as well. And if you can turn the camera here, you can see it looks like teams are getting ready to move in. So this is...
I told you it was in there.
At least in the urgency that we see. A lot of people out here with their phones trying to
In
document
the Mandalay Bay?
Yeah, that right there. They're out front of the Mandalay Bay.
But who did that?
Well, let's try to migrate
That's
with
a good
them so we're
question.
not getting in anybody's way here. But as you can imagine, trying to get thousands and thousands of people to move all cohesively and out of the way and keep them out of harm's way, I mean, that's the priority here for Metro and all of the law enforcement agencies that are out here right now. But it's a surreal sight to see.
All right, Nathan, whatever you do, just make sure that you're following the...
Picked a hell of a weekend to go to
advice there
Vegas.
of the officers and the commands as all the residents there are and the citizens are. We want to go ahead and show you some images as well that we've been receiving via social media. This is via Banjo, and what you're looking at here are the crowds running, presumably after those shots were fired. Some of those people you see there hitting the ground for their own safety, and we don't know if they were told to hit the ground or they heard those shots and they just did that out of their own reaction time. We're also getting some new information from our police sources that, in fact, we have been hearing all evening that there were multiple victims as a result of this shooting. So many now we're hearing that the ER at UMC is at capacity and that many of the victims are now being transported to Sunrise ER. Multiple gunshot victims, including a Metro police officer, we understand, was shot in the neck and transported to UMC. Other victims as
Cop
well.
was shot, dude.
And police sources telling us that it is believed that some of those are fatal victims, sadly. So obviously it's still a fluid scene, as you can see from Nathan showing us just moments ago that the SWAT teams are still moving in. We've got some live pictures here now.
Damn,
showing
dude.
you with the crowds as they're being ushered away from that active scene. Police
They know where he's at.
Also moving. We believe
Otherwise, they wouldn't be wasting that many bodies.
We know that there was a group of Metro officers and SWAT teams that entered Mandalay Bay just a short time ago. It appears that they have called in for backup, perhaps just to make sure that all of the areas are covered here. But again, it's believed that there are two, possibly more, active shooters somewhere on the Mandalay Bay property, that they were firing at the crowd that was attending that Harvest 91 concert, the Route 91 concert just across the street from Mandalay Bay, and that's when the chaos ensued. Those shots were fired, people began running, and there were multiple victims. that were unfortunately shot, and all of that information still coming into our newsroom. Christy Wilcox is
Heard this anything about Hooters? Something obviously happened.
We want to send it over to her for an update from her vantage point. Tell us first where you're at, Christy, and what you're seeing.
Well, we're right at the intersection of Las Vegas Boulevard and Four Seasons Drive, and police have been actively telling us to move back, and that's probably why you've seen our video be, shaky, and because we're continuously
right by
being
the
pushed
McDonald's
back.
we were just at.
We just saw about 20 officers across the street from us
No, we
on
were under
Mandalay
one,
Bay,
5 miles away.
with their weapons in hand,
Yeah.
moving towards
No, it ain't that same
the
one.
scene out here. And of course, you can see all these other Metro officers coming up on the scene here. Gosh, the cars just keep coming, and they keep asking us just to move back and to move back, because they're really not sure, I believe, how safe things are out here at this point. You can still see the officers moving up the side of the street up here. They're passing in front of the Mandalay Bay sign at this time. And actually, we have another police officer right here in front of the liquor store asking us again to move, and I'll get out of the way here. You can see that they're very concerned about people's safety out here and just locking down this scene at this point. We will continue to move back here, of course. Because you just don't know what's going on out here at this point, and obviously they're very concerned about folks out here, the rest of the folks out here, staying safe and just getting them away from the scene as we speak.
Yeah, I don't know, Ben. They got another fire truck pulling up.
Yeah, something definitely happened. And the news doesn't know about it yet.
That's a hazmat truck. That one with the lights on the back and the door open on the side. That's a hazmat truck.
What we're getting is a bunch of the Metro officers have just continuously moved us back further and further from the scene, because I think it's likely they don't know where these shooters or where these active shooters are right now. So I haven't heard much from Metro, but I have been talking to people out here locally on the scene, and actually right here behind me, another officer asking us to move out of the way. I think they're just very concerned. And actually, okay, so let me show you here. I had just told you that police, about 20 police were down by the Mandalay Bay sign, but you can also see right here across from us off of Four Seasons Drive and Las Vegas Boulevard, we have another group of police officers standing here getting ready, I would imagine, to move in that direction as well. Hey, Scott, can we move this way? We show these guys over here also preparing. So there is just a massive amount of police presence down here, worried about folks. All these roadways, of course, blocked off at this point. But Gerard and LaToya, I'll send it back to you.
All right.
Here we go. SWAT is right here. SWAT is across the street.
We want to go ahead and get our viewers up to speed. We're showing you some live images near Mandalay Bay. This is where all of this is taking place. SWAT teams in place. Active shooter teams are in place. 2 suspects, it is believed, were firing shots from Mandalay Bay to a crowd of concert goers. They were attending the Route 91 concert, the Harvest Festival, which is taking place at that outdoor stage just across the street from Mandalay Bay. It's that same stage that the iHeart Music Festival uses. And we're told that the shots were fired during the finale of the concert when Jason Aldean, a country performer, was singing his final song. When the shots rang out, crowds, of course, panicked and started dispersing immediately. They ran in all directions. We're told some ran all the way towards Top Golf. In fact, there was a gunshot victim who ran in that direction. Others ran out onto the tarmac at the airport near where the private jet hangars are. And obviously there was some panic. Now, what we've confirmed through our police sources here at News 3 is that there are multiple victims, possibly multiple fatal victims. Many were taken to UMC. We're told the ER there is at capacity, and that they are now moving many to Sunrise ER. There were so many victims, according to my police source, that Metro units were actually transporting victims in patrol cars. They couldn't wait for ambulances because there were victims right there needing immediate attention.
Man, that's crazy. There's got to be so many.
Holy shit, man.
There's got to be so.
We walked away for 5 minutes.
Situations. This information
What is that down there? What is that tarp? What are they doing?
If that's a hazmat truck, the only time hazmat trucks show up is like when a meth lab explodes.
Yeah.
That's right. So if anybody out there within earshot of this broadcast has communication with anybody down on the strip, tell them very clearly to follow the direction of police immediately. On that scene, follow the direction of police. I can tell you both, Latoya and Gerard, because I drove in from Summerlin there on the 95. I passed 4 ambulances towards the Las Vegas Strip. Actually, they passed.
I don't even know if we'll be able to go
in that
outside.
direction. So you can just see by virtue
Fuck
of
them, I'm going outside.
95, this was a very
If they can't catch this dude like by morning, like
Yeah, they won't let us out if they go and catch him, dude.
Nathan is down there covering things for us as well. Nathan, what can you tell us? What have you learned since we last saw you?
Well, we're still moving. Police keep telling us as we are walking down Las Vegas Boulevard that we have to keep moving to keep everybody safe. And it's a slow but steady pace with thousands of people telling them to keep on the sidewalk so they
See,
keep
dude,
the roadways
I'm
here. Because
so
they do have
fucking
patrol
glad we're
cars
not
that
out
are
there, dude.
coming through and trying to make
They're not going to be able to go home for hours.
Okay. Undercover right there.
What are they doing down there? They're like assembling something. I wish I had binoculars.
Right?
We got Clark County Fire out here. A lot of first responders all out here. It's all hands on deck at this point. But I was just talking to some folks.
I just can't tell what they're doing, but they laid down like blankets. I don't know. They can't be working on people. They have to. I think maybe. I don't know, dude.
maybe there was a gas leak.
Well, there's just people coming out, driving out like there's nothing going on, but there's obviously something to do, you know? Look, that car right there is just driving out. It's a taxi.
They said that they actually had a daughter that was in that concert venue. They were worried about her. They were able to get in contact with her, but someone was shot that was really close to her. Thankfully, that woman is okay as far as we understand. But a lot of people, you know, they're just trying to figure out exactly what's going on here, and it is a very scary situation.
Look at those cops going through there. Where are they going?
And it's a very chaotic situation, but you can still see the help is coming. We see more paramedic, more metro kind of moving all over the place. But again, we're still walking. We're up at Russell and Las Vegas Boulevard to begin with, and they're telling us to go down to Sunset, and they're saying that's where they want everybody, just to make sure that they're safe. Because if these reports are true, they're saying
Dude, they might be searching this hotel tonight.
at a high-rise position.
They might come search this room.
Not for
Unless this is
not for material things for a person.
Yeah. Well, I know. What I'm saying, like, they might.
As you can tell, this is a very dynamic situation.
That's gonna be scary as fuck, dude, if we get that knock at the door.
Oh, we'll get questioned. Like, what are you guys doing up here? You know?
I'm so glad we were where we were, because if we weren't there, we'd be stuck out there in traffic, dude.
Well, we got proof, like, legit proof. If they're like, where were you guys at this time? Getting 30 tacos. Call Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Fucking.
An update from one of my police sources who says one of the suspects has been found dead in a room at Mandalay Bay. We are
Fucking coward.
Confirmed that is believed to be true. We have not confirmed that just yet, but obviously this is still an active situation.
I just want to know why, dude. Obviously, it's just terrorism.
Community Ambulance, a private ambulance company here in the valley, and they tell us that they have dispatched
Motherfucking
every
coward,
unit
dude.
to the scene, and it appears that there are multiple sites now with active shooters. Again, that part with multiple sites is not confirmed, but that's what they're hearing via the ambulance company. So obviously there's just a lot going on here, and police are trying to get a grip on it, and the priority is to get people safe and get these suspects into custody ASAP.
Nick, the question I have when I hear that update that the suspect has been, according to your source, one of the suspects has been found dead in a room, is that a hotel room in a high-rise tower? Because you just heard Nathan say that a lot of people down there are thinking that some of the bullets came from above or from a high-rise, so it makes you wonder if they didn't storm.
Well, yeah, a fucking cop got shot in the neck. Where do you think the shot came
And that's
from?
what we heard early on from one of our police
Straight
sources
across?
as well.
So they must have been sniping, dude.
Two suspects,
Or he shot a machine gun out the window. He had to have broken the window at the Mandalay Bay. Because how are you gonna get it open to shoot?
People said they heard shotguns.
No, machine guns.
Well, no, I heard people when we were driving in say they heard shotguns. I mean, maybe it wasn't, but
Maybe that's what happened to Hooters, dude.
Shoot that distance into the crowd that was all the way across Las Vegas Boulevard.
And communicates.
Dude, there could be somebody in this hotel that's gonna probably that could strike tomorrow. Like, oh, I'll let everything die down.
And that's the question that we all have at this point. Well, first, obviously, we want everyone to be safe. We want everyone to be evacuated.
You're gonna shoot me, you better kill me.
In that area, you know people. We have received calls from people who are down in that area. You just have to pay attention to what police are telling you, what authorities and first responders are telling you to do.
Scary, dude.
Do not take chances. Don't try to
Super
turn
scary.
around and go back to your room.
It's like a fucking horror movie.
Whatever venue you were in, you have to pay attention to authorities in situations like this. We have every reason to believe that this is still active in the sense that we saw all those SWAT officers still moving into the scene. So we believe that they are still in the process of trying to apprehend a suspect or suspects who are believed involved in the shooting.
Right, and as you were just saying, Gerard, you know, there are a lot of people down there stuck. One of them happens to be one of our own from News 3. Her name is Shella. She's on our production staff, and she was actually in the Mandalay Bay when the shooting just erupted. If you could, go ahead and tell us, Shella, she's on the phone.
Holy
now.
shit, dude.
Where were you?
She
What
got
was happening?
she got
Kind of walk
the
us through
start of when the crowd dispersed.
Actually, I worked at the Mandalay Bay, but I was actually in the crowd. So I had walked across the street to go see the show, the last act, Jason Aldean, and I was right by the stage.